welcome to another episode of Calcio Chronicles. I'm Sheida, your football-spirited language coach. And as always, I'm here with my super brilliant co-host, Italy's #1 football analyst, Massimo Caputi.
Hi, Sheida. Nice to see you. Many things happened in Serie A. I am happy to speak with you.
Yes, absolutely, Massimo. We're back after 2 match days, match day 5 and this week, midweek match day 6, which concluded last night with Genoa versus Roma. We have, as you mentioned, so much to talk about, so many surprises, so many matches, and a lot of crazy controversies, isn't it?
Yes.
Shall we get to it?
Yes, I am ready.
Yes, let's start. Okay, Massimo. So match day 5 and 6 are over, and we're getting ready for the 7th round. Inter is still confirms itself still at the first place of the table. However, they're coming after a crazy defeat against Sassuolo. What can you tell me about this defeat?
But Inter loss is surprising because it happened at home, and also because Inter was the first of the league. My opinion is that the defeat confirmed the decline in performance of Inter in the last games against Real Sociedad, Empoli, and in final the match against Sassuolo. Inzaghi has many solutions for changing the team for the next game because some players, my opinion, are not in a good form. The feeling with the goal, for example, for Lautaro and Thuram is not so good as in before match. And so I believe that is only one step for to increase the form and the conviction, the determination for the next game. But the defeat of Inter is important because would like to say that the tournament, the Serie A, is not possible to decide after only 6 games. And so for Inter, the walk is long as the other.
Okay, Massimo, next thing I would like to talk about the crisis of Roma. They had just a defeat 4-1 against Genoa last night. What are your thoughts about Roma and what's the situation?
For Roma is a bad moment. And the defeat against Genoa has been embarrassing because nothing went well, and the problem are too big for resolving in few days for the next round. In Roma, my opinion, is in a deep crisis. Because lost the defense, the player walk and not run as do the opponents, and so for Mourinho is for me on a bad moment.
Exactly.
It's not easy to resolve.
No, exactly. He said the same thing himself after the match. He had an interview with DAZN, and he said that at the end of the match, he didn't even talk to the players because he couldn't answer any of the questions. It's, as you mentioned, it's absolutely embarrassing. Okay, but then it's enough to talk about the defeats because here we have so many amazing winners as well. I would like to next talk about Sassuolo, which comes after 2 brilliant wins. One, of course, 4-2 against Juventus, and another one 2-1 against Inter. What's going on with it? They are such a great surprise, isn't it?
Splendid period of form for Sassuolo, amazing victories against Juventus and Inter. I believe that Sassuolo playing a good football always, but in these two occasions play very, very well, not only for football but also for the determination, of the team. And Berardi is a great player. Was decisive for the victory against Inter.
Absolutely.
And also, I like so much a midfielder, Boloca, the Romanian player, that is for me a big surprise. But it's a very good moment for Sassuolo.
Okay, I agree, and it's a brilliant time to be a Sassuolo fan in this moment. Another team that I would like to talk about today is Napoli. They're coming from a surprising draw with Bologna and a 4-1 against Udinese. Well, there are some controversies also to talk about the whole Osimhen case that we will talk about it later on in our show. But for now, let's focus on the performance of the team. How is Napoli at the moment, you think?
For Napoli, was very, very important, the victory. And the victory arrived clear and has been very important, the goals of Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen in this moment, and a difficult moment for Garcia, for the team, and for some players, has Osimhen especially, but also for Kvaratskhelia. And so an important victory, and will be important to confirm the good period of form after Bologna and Udinese against Lecce.
Okay, we're going to look forward to that match afterwards. Next one, I would like to talk about Juventus. Because they are coming from a defeat against Sassuolo, as I was mentioning earlier. What do you think is the situation with Juventus at the moment?
It's a strange situation for Juventus because after the defeat, all things are bad. And after a victory, everything is good, and the Juventus can return to win the title. So the truth is in the middle. Juventus have problem, is not perfect, but can count for two important players, Vlahovic and Chiesa. And also Juventus play only Serie A, and this is very important.
Yes. Now, you mentioned Chiesa. We're going to definitely talk about him also, as well as Osimhen, in the next part. Let's get to that. Okay, Massimo, let's talk about the talk of the town and all the crazy controversies that we had this week. First of all, I would like to start talking about Osimhen and what they call it on the internet, the coconut gate. For our audience that still don't know what happened, there have been two posts on Napoli's TikTok account that have caused a lot of controversy and appear to kind of like have berated Osimhen. What do you think about what happened?
But the club made a big mistake with that video. Is a problem to work with the social media, especially TikTok in this case. But the club said sorry in a statement, and they did mean to make fun of Osimhen. But the situation is not so easy, and is strange situation because Osimhen and the club are speaking around the new contract.
Yes, exactly. But as you know, such racist posts are absolutely like unacceptable. And the agent of Osimhen said that on Tuesday night that they are considering taking legal action against the club, and they might even sue the club, as well as the fact that this could be considered a breach of their contract. And what do you think about this? Do you think that they could sue the club, or things are going to get?
I don't think about an legal action. My opinion is another step for renewal the contract, no, and it's no easy because Osimhen is a great player and who can attract important club in England and also in Arabia, and is impossible to say what happens in the next days and in the future. For Napoli and Osimhen, now is important have to focus the focus in Serie A in the next match, and so we have to follow this situation day by day.
Now, in an attempt to repair the relationship, Napoli shared a statement on Thursday in which they said that Osimhen is a treasure of this club. So I really hope that this can resolve the situation between Osimhen and Napoli, because as as they said it themselves, Osimhen is the treasure of Napoli, and I really hope that this wouldn't create any more conflicts in the future. And they definitely, in my opinion, they got to sue that social media manager that posted such crazy things. Okay, there is another controversy as well that I would like to talk about, and that comes from Turin and the kind of looking clash between Chiesa and Allegri. What do you think about that?
But for me, it's not a controversy in the match with Sassuolo between Allegri and Chiesa. Allegri wanted to substitute Chiesa, but this is the case of we have the demonstration that the football is crazy, because no substitute and Chiesa scored the goal, and probably for this Chiesa went to Allegri.
The famous picture
is one of the many things that happen in the future. Is not the first time, and so I believe only this.
Okay, because I don't know if you've seen the picture. There is this picture going around on the internet in which Chiesa is literally going.
Yes, it's true. But only for the pressure, no, for the feeling, the strong feeling of the match.
Okay, because there were some rumors about the fallout between Chiesa and Allegri, and the people write things online. So you don't think that there's something between them?
It is normal in the football, especially in the great club, in the great team as Juventus. Only thing is analyzed with glasses.
Okay. Well, I really hope that, again, also here, that there wouldn't be any fallout between them, because Chiesa is one of the best players of Juventus and they absolutely count on him. So we would like to see him happy in Juventus and great performances and goals, of course. Okay, thank you, Massimo, for all this. Now, next, let's get to the match day previews. You agree?
Yes, I agree.
Perfect. Let's get to it. Okay, Okay, Massimo. Now let's talk about the 7th round. We're going to have an amazing match as the starter, which is going to be Lecce versus Napoli. What do you think?
It's a tough match for Napoli. It's a good test for to see if the team of Garcia is improving now after we saw in the last 2 matches against Lecce. Will be not easy because Lecce play well, is in a good period of form, and so for Napoli is possible to win, but have to play with determination and with the best players in the good form as Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. But it's going to be a very interesting match to watch. Another great one is going to be Milan versus Lazio.
Yes, both teams won the last games, and Milan, especially Pioli, received good news from the second line, in the match against Cagliari. Also, Lazio won and seems to take the good form, the same football of the last years, but no complete at the moment, and is a balanced match. But Milan is favorite because play at home, and also because will play Leao, Giroud, the best player of Milan in forward.
No, I agree. Milan is going to be favored, as you mentioned. Okay, next we're going to have Salernitana versus Inter.
But for Inter is a good opportunity for returning to win. And Salernitana is a little bit in crisis, and also the manager Sousa is not so solid on the bench of Salernitana, and so Inter is favorite, and I believe that could return to the victory.
Okay, very good. And next one on the line, we've got Bologna versus Empoli.
Bologna is favorite. Also, if Empoli won the first match in the Serie A this year after the change of the manager, Bologna is favorite in this game. Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Next one is going to be Udinese versus Genoa. Tough for Udinese.
Yes, it's completely different, the feeling in this moment for the two teams. Udinese have to win, but Genoa, yes, it is a strong team, especially after the victory, the important victory against Roma. Probably on a draw.
Okay, probably a draw. Great. Next one, we're going to have Atalanta Juventus.
It's a big match of this round, and Atalanta won away, playing a good football, has a good feeling in some important players, and Juventus have to confirm if is a team for big result in this season, especially because play only in the Serie A. Is possible, is probable, and a draw.
Okay, and maybe if everything goes well between Chiesa and Allegri, maybe Chiesa will score some goals that makes Juventus win. Okay, next one we're going to have Roma versus Frosinone.
Roma in crisis, in deep crisis, and have only to win. Is no important if with a good football or not. Also because I think it's difficult for Roma playing a good football in this moment with a lot of pressure. is important to win. And but Frosinone is in a splendid period of form, no, for the beginning of the Serie A. So only victory for Roma. I believe this.
This time, the two of us, we agree on the victory of Roma. Last time you won, though. I have to mention that. Okay, next one we're going to have Sassuolo versus Monza.
Sassuolo, after the two important victories, is a favorite in this match, but and it's possible to catch the third consecutive victory for Sassuolo against Monza.
Okay, well, we'll see. As you said, they're in great shape right now. Next one is going to be a balanced one. Torino versus Verona. What do you think?
Yes, it's a balanced match. Torino play at home, is a little bit favorite, and at the end, my opinion is Torino could win.
Okay, brilliant. And last but not least, we're going to have Fiorentina versus Cagliari.
Cagliari is in a bad position in Serie A after 6 matches, and will be very difficult against Fiorentina. Fiorentina is a strong team, lacks continuity in his football, but is completely, for me, favorite for the victory.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much, Massimo. And with Fiorentina Cagliari, we close all of the matches for the 7th round. Thank you so much for your time. And that's it for our 6th episode of Calcio Chronicles.
Yes, and we will see each other the next week for the next episode.
Yes, absolutely. And I would like to thank all of our audience and listeners from near and far. Do not forget to subscribe on YouTube, on Spotify, and on SoundCloud. Thank you so much for following us. See you next week. Bye.